This is exercise 10 and it's the second video. In video 1, we looked at sorting out the transactions into which journal we would record them in. And in this video, we're going to be looking at all of the yellow transactions. So all the transactions that have to do with the business receiving money, we record them in the cash receipts journal. So if we look at the name of the company, we are going to draw up the following in the books of SpongeBob Services. So that's the name of our company. And we look for the month and the year, August 2020. We then go to our heading to fill in our information. So cash receipts journal of, name of company, SpongeBob Services, dash, month, August, year 2020, which means that August is the 8th month in the year, so that will be the cash receipts journal, CRJ 8. We then look at our headings. We have analysis of receipts, bank, current income, and sundry accounts. We're going to look at the first transaction. SpongeBob won $2,100,000 on the Krabby Patty game show. It was decided to invest 65% of the winnings in a television rental company, SpongeBob Services. A receipt was issued. So we need to work out how much money is going to be invested. So we want to work out what 65%, 0.65, or you could say 2,100,000 times 65 divided by 100. And so we're going to work that out on our calculator, and you should get 1,365,000. 1,365,000. We're going to record that. We know the owner's name, SpongeBob. We know that a receipt was issued. They haven't told us the receipt number, so we're going to start with receipt number 1. So doc number 001, this is happening on day 1. We're getting the money from SpongeBob. How much money is he investing in the business? 1,365,000. Do we receive more money on day 1? We have a look. No, there's only one transaction for day 1. So we get out our ruler and we go into underline analysis of receipts. We deposit that money into our bank account. What is that money for? The owner is putting money in the business. That is capital. That column heading doesn't say capital, so we go to sundry, 1,365,000. Details, the account name, capital. We then move on to the next transaction, next day, Paid the annual, cash payments journal, bought, cash payments journal, bought, cash payments journal, paid, cash payments journal. The second transaction on day 7, rented 14 television sets to clients. We are providing a service. Monthly rental amounts to 70 Rand per television. So our services that we have rendered, we need to calculate, and it's going to be 70 times 14, which should give you, if you use your calculator, 980. Just double check. Yes. So 980 Rand for services that we have rendered. Our document number, CRR, cash register roll, day 7, services rendered. Okay, services rendered. How much money is it for? It was 980. So we're going to record 980 in analysis of receipts. Do we receive more money on day 7? Yes, we do. If we look, we can see we receive a check from Gary Snell. So we don't deposit the money into our bank account yet. What is it for? What do we call it when we provide a service? Current income. So 980 current income. Next transaction is still on day 7. Received a check from Gary Snell for the rent for August 2020. Annual rent amounts to $9,600. Annual means the rent for the year. How many months in a year? There are 12. So we're going to say 9,600 divided by 12 to get how much it would be for 1 month. And we should get 800. We are only paying for 1 month's worth of rent. Get Gary Snell. So the next receipt number is 002. Gary Snell. How much money is he paying us? He's paying us 800 Rand. Do we receive more money on day 7? No, we don't. So we underline underneath the last figure for the day. We add the values together and deposit it in our bank account. So 1,780. What is the 800 for? We are receiving it for rent. When we receive money for rent, that is rent income. It doesn't have its own column, so we go to sundry, 800 rent. We then move on. We look at our next day. Payments. Day 16. Cash received for services rendered, 2,700. So we record that. Cash register roll. Happening on day 16. Services rendered. Just fill on the line. How much do we receive? We receive 2,700 for providing a service. Do we receive more money on day 16? We have a look. Yes, we do. The owner increases the capital. So we don't deposit the money in our bank account quite yet. What is it for? Current income. Do we have a column? Yes, we record it under current income. So we've got another transaction happening on day 16. We have a look and we see the owner increased the capital by 12% and a receipt was received. It was issued and the amount was received. So we know that 1,365,000 was originally invested. They're going to increase it by 12%. So we need to work out what 12% of that amount is. And we should get 163,800. 163,800. A receipt was issued. So, after receipt number 2, 003, who is it from? The owner, we know their name, Sponge Bob. How much do they give? 163,800. Do we receive more money on day 16? No, we don't. So we get out our ruler and we underline the last value on that day. We add the two values together, that we're going to deposit into our bank account. So 2,700 plus 163,800. Okay, notice where I'm filling in the answer, the bottom line. We add them together and we get 166,500. What is that 163,800 for? Capital. Do we have a column for capital? No. So we go to sundry. 163,800 and it's for capital. We then have a look. Do we have any more transactions? Yes, on day 24 we have 2 receipts transactions. So the first one on day 24, cash received for services rendered, 4,700. So cash register roll, day 24, services rendered. How much did we receive? 4,700. Do we receive more money on day 24? Yes, so we don't deposit it into our bank account for. What do we record services rendered as in accounting? Current income. Do we have a column? Yes, we do. So we record 4,700. And to the next transaction for day 24. Received a check from Plankton for the rent for the next 2 months, 1,600 per month. So we fill in next receipt 004, Plankton, that is who's giving us the money. How much money are we receiving? Well, the question says we're getting for the next 2 months. 1 month is 1,600. So we need to say 1,600 times 2, which will give us 3,200. We record that 3,200. It's for rent. For the next 2 months, we are receiving money for rent. So 3,200 is on the receipt. Do we receive any more money on day 24? No, we don't. So we get out our ruler and we underline the last value on day 24. We add the two values up and we deposit the total into our bank account. So 4,700 plus 3,200 is 7,900. What is the 3,200 for? Money that we are receiving for rent income. We have a column for current income, but rent income will therefore be recorded under sundry. 3,200 rent income. Then it's the end of the month. Don't think there are any more CRJ transactions. No, they're not. So we need to add up all the values in our columns. So we get out our ruler. We underline from bank to sundry, above and below our total lines. We do not total analysis of receipts. We only underline at the end of each day for total analysis of receipts. Those values are deposited into our bank account, so we only add from bank all the way to sundry. So 1,365,000 plus 1,780 plus 166,500 plus 7,900 is 1,541,180. 1,541,180. We add 980 plus 2,700 plus 4,700 and we get 8,380. Sundry 1,365,000 plus 800 plus 163,800 plus 3,200 gives us an amount of 1,532,800. We want to check that our values are correct. The total of bank will equal the total of current income, 8,380, plus the total of sundry, 1,532,800, and we land up with 1,541,180. That is the CRJ completed for exercise 10.